Good morning, John, Ina, Linza, and Miranda. Today is Tuesday, not my Saturday, because I was awful at blogging at Saturdays because they just didn't do well for me. So now you're going to be seeing me here from now on, and seeing me far more frequently. So it's fanfiction week, and so I wrote this thing a while back, and yeah, it's about this letter from George to Fred, set after Harry Potter 7, so if you haven't read that book, it's kind of important. Otherwise, spoilers. I think all of you have, yeah. But for anyone else who's watching this, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna get reading and stop talking, because I'm not good at this whole introduction thing. Dear Fred, happy birthday. Today's always the worst. Ginny lectures me on how I lock myself away for everything. Holidays, weddings, birthdays, anything that we once enjoyed together. This year, though, I'm not allowed to just disappear. I have to figure out something and move on, as she put it so sensitively. She suggested that I write you letters about my life. It was easier than protesting. What she doesn't see is how wrong this is. I shouldn't have to tell you anything. You should just know. Maybe you still just know. Maybe this is all pointless. I'm 37, I have 3 kids. I shouldn't have to write letters to my dead brother just because Ginny says so. I guess it wasn't just her, though. They all agreed. Mom, Dad, and Charlie supported her the most, but even Angelina didn't take my side. She claims that I'm hurting Fred Jr. by treating him too much like I would you. What she doesn't see is that I only picked her because of you. She tells me everything in my life is because of you, like it's a bad thing. We were the same, Fred. Why can't they see that? Why can't they see how permanent this change is? A letter, even 1,000 letters, can't bring back the other half of my soul. I have to humor them, though, so let's start with today. I went over to the burrow. That's where Ginny cornered me. I planned to just go up to our old room and wait until I could slip away, but she begged and threatened, and you remember how stubborn she is. You think she would have grown out of it, but I still can't say no to her. That was how I found myself in front of the cornucopia of gifts. All of us have successful careers, and we do what we can to support Mom and Dad, but the number still wasn't a surprise. I got the same exact number of gifts on the table as there have been for 37 years. They tell me to get over your death, but they still buy birthday and Christmas presents for both of us. They still send the looks my way, the looks full of sorrow and almost pity. Sometimes Mom gets this look like she lost 2 sons that day. Those look kill me, Freddie. They make me feel terrible and guilty, but it isn't enough. They don't have the dreams. They don't see you die every single night in thousands of different ways. Sometimes I forget how quick it was. I always see you die in awful slow ways, but in reality it was so fast. They suffer from the nightmare, but I suffer from more than one. Angelina also has a look. It's the look when she forgets which twin I am, when she thinks she married you. It lasts for about a split second, and I've never told her I realized it. I married her because you liked, maybe even loved her. Maybe she married me because I am you. Now I'm home. I promised Ginny I'd send her the letter by midnight, but I can't send her this. She isn't you. She'll never understand. No. She will get worried and tell Harry, who will tell Ron, who, knowing him, it will get back to Mom, which will make her worry and give her that look. So Ginny's will say this: Fred, happy birthday, don't worry about me, I'm really happy, miss you, George. Good enough. She probably doesn't expect more than that, let alone all I've written. Anyway, back to home. We live in a ranch about 10 miles from the burrow. I built it right after you died. Suddenly, the flat over the shop seemed like a terrible place to live. It probably always was, but you're always there to draw attention from that. Angelina works at the shop, I invent, but the most helpful is in Percy. Believe it or not, the prefect, Auntie Fred, has come to fill your position. He's good at it too. A bit of a miser when it comes to hashing out galleons on experimental project, but ideal. We make it work, when all we had was a galleon a week from Harry's winnings. I wish I could share them with you. In all honesty, Fred, I have everything. I have a family, a home, 5, soon to be 6 shops around the world, and Percy to manage it all. But the only thing I don't have is time. I would give everything to have more time with you. Okay, I'm going to end it there because there it gets sad. I just don't want to read it out loud. So I will see, who's tomorrow? Is it Linza? I think Linza's tomorrow, John is Thursday. I'm not good at days. So I will see whoever it is tomorrow. I'm still getting used to this new day. And bye.